Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the WD Broadcasting Network. Here we are tonight at the Lanier International Speedway, ready for race 11 of 12 with the Leave the Pack iRacing League. The Street Stock Showdown, ready for Lanier. We'll get the schedule up on screen so you guys can see what we've had so far this season. Last week it was Christian Peterson picking up his second win of the season at the Bristol Motor Speedway in an exciting race all the way down to the finish. He picked up some bonus money last week. Going to be starting from the rear tonight after winning 2 in a row. The rule here in Leave the Pack, you win 2, you start from the back. So we'll see him try to come from the rear tonight. There is a pretty big field on hand, so it should be a pretty exciting race. But you can see a couple different winners throughout this season. And there is an exciting points battle. We'll take a look at it in just a moment as we prepare for qualifying. As everybody making their way on track, Matt Borndren in the 00 machine, the first driver out, making his qualifying run down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4 rather. Kind of shoves the nose a little bit. He'll see the white flag here, first lap time. 14:85. He's going to shut it down on lap number 2. Didn't like the run he got across the line there. So he'll shut it down. Easton Swain working his second lap in the 33 machine. He's got a victory in the Street Stock Showdown. Out of 4 that time. Swain currently sitting top of the board with a 14:81. We'll get the times up on the left side of our screen here. And there you guys can see. Well, maybe see. Try that again. There we go. Steven Choate in the number 72 machine. Hope I'm saying it right. I raced with him a couple days ago. And I was just in Discord with him not too long ago, so hopefully I'm saying it right. But Steven quick time in the 72 machine. His first start with Leave the Pack. We'll see what he can do later on. Carter Hollingsworth in the 28 machine. Warm-up lap first time around. Saving it up for lap number 2. He'll go to the top of the board, a 14:77 for the 28. Quick time for Carter Hollingsworth after 12 cars have taken time. And as I say that, Brandon Atkinson goes a little bit quicker in the 15 machine. He's a 2-time winner this season. Trying to come back for more. Connor Lee making his return with the Leave the Pack iRacing League. Lee has 7 starts this season. Making start number 8 here tonight. Haven't seen him in a couple weeks. Little out of shape out of 4 that time. He'll keep his first lap time of a 14:81. So Lee in the 7th spot. Brandon Elvis, the driver, second in the points. Just 4 points separating him and Dylan Connor. We'll take a look here in a moment as Elvis works lap number 1. Winner last week, Christian Peterson goes second quick in the 23. Lap 1 for Elvis across the stripe that time. Third quick for the number 4. Trying to pick up as many bonus points as he can. We'll see what he can do this second lap. Tries to wrap the bottom around turns 3 and 4. Good run up off across the stripe that time. And he'll slow it down to 14:87 that second time around. So Elvis going to keep that third place spot as Adam Fulford makes his way onto the racetrack. It's going to be a tough run for the 71 these next few races. He got a new wheel a couple days ago. And he upgraded to direct drive, and if you guys don't know what that is, it's a little bit tougher of a wheel to fight. Got a little bit more power, and it gives you a little bit more true feeling. So Adam kind of struggling. If you see Adam kind of struggling, that is why. At least that's what he's told me to say. No, I'm just kidding. But Fulford's first lap time, 8th quick. Dylan Connor goes to the top of the board in the 91 machine. Quick time. Once again, he's had so many fast qualifier awards this season. He's only seen victory lane once. That was back at 5 Flags in race number 6, but that 91 machine has always had speed, especially in qualifying. And you can tell when you look at the bonus points. We'll look at the points here. Get those up on screen for you guys. Connor leading by just 4 points over Brandon Elvis. And you can see how big of a difference those bonus points make. Brandon Elvis actually has more points from actual finishing positions, but fast qualifier awards and leading laps and everything like that all add up to Dylan Connor having 45 bonus points, which puts him ahead by just 4 points. So that's a battle we're going to keep an eye on all night long. These drivers do have a short little B feature. We can't quite skip through this session, so we're going to let them run 15 laps really quick. While we do that, I'm going to take a quick break here on the WD Broadcasting Network and grab a quick drink of water, and we'll try and get this done as quick as we can, and then be back with some feature racing here at Lanier. So be back in just one moment on the WD Broadcasting Network. Back here on the WD Broadcasting Network, we've got a quick little battle here in the last chance qualifier. Initially, we set up to have more than 20 cars on hand, so it locked in the top 16 from qualifying. It's going to make these guys earn it here, earn their starting spot. That's Caleb Thompson in the 04, Bugsy May in the 17. Justin Mulliken in the 19 was also scheduled to be in this race, but did not make the start. Not required. He can start tonight's feature later on. But Thompson and May currently getting those laps in. Let's take a look at tonight's track. This is Lanier. It's a little bit of a difficult track. It kind of looks easy when you look at it from up top, but a lot of character to it. You really have to drive the corners a little bit wide and down to the bottom. It's hard to describe without being in the car, but there's a lot to this track, which makes it pretty tricky, and it's going to be tough tonight because it's going to be hot on the track. 96 degrees right now, and I'd expect it to stay somewhat close to that throughout the event. So we'll see what kind of racing it puts up for. We're halfway through this last chance qualifier, so hopefully everybody can pop back in once we are to the feature. Look at that schedule one more time. This week we are at Lanier for 75 laps, and then next week we're going to finish off the season at Nashville Fairgrounds. 75 laps there is going to be a longer race But it's going to be a fun one for sure. Nashville, very fun in the street stocks. I actually ran it a couple nights ago on my Facebook if you want to watch that stream. That was a pretty fun one. Went from 15th to 3rd. But it's going to be fun watching these guys for 75 laps. No tires in the pits. That's the big kicker. You're going to have to make those Hoosier tires last all 75 laps, and it's going to be fun to see who can do that, especially with the championship on the line between Dylan Connor and Brandon Elvis. And these next two races really are going to matter all the way down to the wire because we have 2 drop weeks here and Leave the Pack. So throughout the 12-race season, if you miss 2 weeks, you're still eligible for the championship. Only have to have 10 starts, so your worst 2 finishes, if you start all 12, get dropped. We'll see where everybody shakes out as the checkered flag is going to come out here in the last chance qualifier. We'll get everything set and ready for tonight's feature event at the Lanier National Speedway. Up on screen here, the results from qualifying. Dylan Connor, quick time in the 91. Brandon Atkinson, second in the 15. Christian Peterson, your winner last week, going to be starting from the rear. Third, and you can just see how close it is, man. A 1/10 of a second all the way back to the 12th spot. Everybody all right on top of each other. Dylan Connor, a 14.720 quick time. We'll check the record books real quick to see if that is a track record. Real quick, Lanier. And it looks like... no, we were a little bit faster last season. We might have been a little bit closer to sunset. A 14.434 from Mark Keedeman, September 18th of 2024. That was actually back in Season 1. So quite a while that track record has stood. As we get ready, these guys all have a 3-minute warm-up to get their final preparations done for this 75-lap event. If you guys haven't already, hit that red subscribe button for more iRacing content. I plan to do more in the car, or in the sim streams. So hopefully we can have some good luck in those. I did not have good luck at all in my stream Monday, or last night. Last night was Sunday night. That was not a good race. You can check out what happened. I won't quite reveal, but I did not have a good run. And it was all my fault too, so I'll take 100% responsibility. Anyways, the warm-up just about set. The redraw is a 9. So the invert is going to be a 9. We'll look at the results one more time. That's going to put Easton Swain and Adam Fulford on the front row. Would you look at that? So we are ready to roll here. Checkered flag flies. And it is feature time at the Lanier National Speedway. The invert is going to be a 9, which puts Easton Swain and Adam Fulford on the front row. And Christian Peterson, who is scheduled to be starting in the 7th spot, going to be going back after winning 2 in a row. So we will look at tonight's starting lineup. Easton Swain going to be on the pole in the 33 machine. He'll have Adam Fulford to his outside in the 71. Shane Hodges making his first start of the season in the 70 machine. Found a car out of Justin Brooks' shed. Had dust and everything all over it. It was actually under a tarp. But he's in the 70 machine, going to be rolling off from the third spot here tonight. Stephen Choate in the 72 machine, rolling off from the fourth position. Carter Hollingsworth going to roll off on the inside of row number 3. He'll have the guy battling for the points championship with Dylan Connor. Brandon Elvis starting 6th to his outside. Christian Peterson going to roll off from the 7th spot. Well, was scheduled to roll off from the 7th spot. He'll be dropping to the rear. Brandon Atkinson going to be starting 8th to his outside. Dylan Connor in the 91 going to be rolling off from the 9th spot here tonight. Your fast qualifier. Then Zach Murphy in the 29 machine going to start final spot in the top 10. Back behind him, it's going to be Connor Lee, Connor Knowlton in row number 6. Then Cortland Herman, Matt Bornger in row number 7. Jeremiah Woods, Stephen Oberstadt, Caleb Thompson, Bugsy May, and Justin Mulliken, who are going to bring us to the green. And we are underway here at Lanier, down into turns 1 and 2. Through the first couple corners they go. Look at Adam Fulford pulling away to the early lead. Fulford to the early advantage. He will lead lap number 1. Stephen Choate in the 72 machine. Into the 2nd spot, your pole sitter Easton Swain did not get a good start right there. Didn't see what happened into turns 1 and 2. There may have been contact, but Swain now back to the 3rd spot. Shane Hodges and Brandon Elvis now battle for the 4th position. As we watch into turns 3 and 4, Adam Fulford going to come back around, and he will lead lap number 3. Hodges into the 4th spot around Brandon Elvis, and now there are the two in the championship. Dylan Connor in the 91, Brandon Elvis in the 4. Elvis in the Camaro this week. Haven't seen him in that car very many times this year. Cortland Herman back behind him in the 70H machine. And Elvis up the racetrack. There was contact there. They're going to be 3 wide up off the corner. Hollingsworth in the middle. Murphy on the bottom. Hollingsworth going to have to back out of that one. Here comes Connor Knowlton in the 2 machine. Man, what a battle we are seeing here early on at Lanier. Down into turns 3 and 4. Adam Fulford, your race leader. 8 laps into this one. And he's trying to get away as early as he can. Easton Swain to the inside of Stephen Choate for the 2nd spot. Shane Hodges is going to get by as well. Dylan Connor. It looked like the 72 machine saw that gap behind, did not want to battle here early on. Only 10 laps into this one. Thought, you know what, let's not fight it here. There's still plenty of time left in this race. Let's not push it. Coming around a complete lap number 10. That'll be 65 to go for Adam Fulford. And man, I mentioned that if he's struggling here tonight, it's because of that wheel, but he is not struggling right now. He is out to a 1-second advantage over his best bud, Easton Swain. They're running 1-2 at this moment. As things have calmed down towards the front, we're still battling out back. In the latter half of the top 10. Connor Lee looking to the inside of Zach Murphy. Your biggest mover so far, Cortland Herman, up 7 positions. Started this race in the 13th spot, knocking on the door of the top 5 underneath Stephen Choate in the 72 machine. There he goes. The 70 of Herman. A little bit of contact through the center of the corner. The 72 Kind of backs off there. Does not want to fight this too early. A lot of smart racing early on. We're 14 laps in. Plenty of laps still to go. And the big thing coming into tonight's race was going to be don't overheat the tires. You only have one set, so if you overheat them, it's going to be detrimental at the end. As Adam Fulford continues to show the way. He does have a victory here in the Leave the Pack iRacing League, and funny enough, it actually came right here at the Lanier National Speedway. It was in the Leave the Pack Modified Division back in Season 2. Fulford is still looking for that first win in the Street Stock Showdown, as we've got a battle brewing for the second spot here. Easton Swain, Shane Hodges going back and forth. Hodges looked to the inside, but Swain was able to drive up off the corner. And right now, everybody down to the bottom, but I expect this racetrack to widen out, especially as we get towards lap 40, lap 50. That outside lane is definitely going to become a factor as these guys get more heat in the tires. Dylan Connor, they're going to look to the inside. And everybody just so close. That's kind of the problem. You want to pass somebody in front of you. If they give you even a little bit of trouble, you're going to have somebody in your mirror very quickly. Now Dylan Connor is going to have the opportunity to fight for the third spot. Everybody back behind them, single file at this moment. And it looks like Hodges is able to hang on the top side. Dylan Connor not quite able to get by just yet. And man, Swain has really got a mirror full of them now. The 70 machine of Shane Hodges starting to figure something out. Running it up off the top side. You can see him kind of up a lane. Not a whole lane, but just a little bit off the corner. And that's letting him get a good run up off. Really drives it down in. All over the back bumper of Easton Swain. I'll just peek into the inside there. Not going to be able to do it. 25 laps in that time. 50 to go. And the laps go quickly here at Lanier. Battle now for the fourth spot. Or sorry, the fifth spot. Stephen Choate back to the inside. He's going to take the fifth spot back from Cortland Herman. He was moving early on, but Herman has kind of fallen off here. Something has gone amiss on that 70 machine. He has lost plenty of ground down the back straightaway, and something broke on the 70 machine. He's going to pull it pit side, and that is going to be the night for Cortland Herman. Tough break. Was running up in the top 5 there. And oh, Shane Hodges all kinds of sideways. This time by, we will be 30 laps in. Here comes Dylan Connor in the 91 machine. Already up to the fourth spot. Looking for third underneath Shane Hodges. And Connor on a mission. Fast qualifiers started in the ninth spot here tonight. A big invert. One of the biggest we've seen all season long. And he is wasting no time getting to the front. Not quite halfway, but getting close here is the field starting to get a little bit more bunched up. Adam Fulford kind of coming back to Easton Swain a little bit. And your field all right there in a line. Matt Borndren in the 10th spot. Only about 3 seconds behind second place Easton Swain there, so. The report from Cortland Herman is that he hit the right front in the wall and it was too much damage. Tough break for the 70 machine. Well, buddy, you drove it up through the field. You made it exciting there for a while. But tough break for Cortland Herman. Here comes Connor Knowlton to the inside of Brandon Elvis. He dipped underneath, entering the corner. And now the 2 machine trying to fight for the 6th spot with the 2-time champion. The 72 machine back to the inside of Shane Hodges. That's for the 4th spot. The field was relatively calm there for a while. But now everybody's starting to realize, okay, it's kind of getting a little bit closer to go time. We're past halfway here. And oh, loose off the corner that time was the 72 of Steven Choate. And you can see how hard it is on the inside lane. That outside seems to be working, but can you pass up there? That's going to be the question as here comes Brandon Elvis in the 4 machine. He gets the run up top. Remember, he was almost passed by the 2 of Connor Knowlton. And oh, there's contact there. What a save by Brandon Elvis. Elvis going to be loose down on the bottom in turns 3 and 4, but he's back up inside of the top 5. Moved the 4 machine into the 5th spot. Carter Hollingsworth on the outside lane in the 28 machine. He's trying to get a run. He's got Connor Lee on his inside. The 72 of Steven Choate really looks like he's starting to lose a little bit of grip up off the corner. You can see the 28 of Hollingsworth track him down on that outside lane. But is there enough time? Hollingsworth right now running in the 9th spot, battling with Connor Lee for 8th. So far, still clean and green. 44 laps in when they come back around. And Christian Peterson, man, he has had it tough here tonight. Up to the 10th spot right now. But man, it has been a tough race for him. Coming from the back. And ooh, Hollingsworth loose in the 28 machine. Tried to get down in front of Connor Lee, and he was able to do so. There was a little bit of contact. As up front, we have a battle beginning to brew for the race lead. Approaching 25 laps to go. Adam Fulford has led from the get-go. But can he hang on? He's got Easton Swain all over his back bumper. And fast qualifier Dylan Connor not too far behind him. This is going to be an exciting run to the finish. Easton Swain all over the back bumper. Go on board with the 33 machine. This is his view, trying to get around Fulford. You see him peek up the racetrack and try to cut it back down. And remember, these 2 are buddies. Probably not going to pass him too aggressively. But this time by 26 laps to go. Adam Fulford trying to hang on for Street Stock Showdown win number 1. Is back behind him. Connor Knowlton fighting to the inside of Brandon Elvis for the 5th spot. Elvis a little bit loose up on the top side. Going to give that spot up to Knowlton as here comes Easton Swain looking to the bottom. Fulford really sideways having to defend, and here comes Dylan Connor. 24 laps to go. It's going to be a 3-car battle for the win. Back behind him, they're still sorting things out for the 5th spot on back. Carter Hollingsworth trying to break his way up into the top 5. And no problems for Hollingsworth in the 28 machine. Problems for the 28 off of turns 1 and 2. Not sure what happened there. But how about Christian Peterson all of a sudden up inside of the top 10? Fighting for 7th with Brandon Elvis. As we look back up front, Adam Fulford going to come back to 20 laps to go. 20 to go this time for Adam Fulford. And oh, slipped up a little bit that time. Easton Swain thought about looking to the top side. He'll cross back over down the back straightaway. What a race we are seeing here at Lanier. Adam Fulford trying to hang on. What does Easton Swain have left? And how about Dylan Connor right there on the back bumper? $18 to go for Adam Fulford. He's having to defend all directions here. Easton Swain has looked low. He's looked high. He's been to the inside a couple of times, but Fulford has been able to defend. But what can Dylan Connor do in the 3rd spot? Shane Hodges not too far behind in the 70 machine. He wants a piece of the action. Coming back to 16 laps to go this time. Dylan Connor taking a peek to the inside of Easton Swain. Swain going to try and hold him as tight as he can. You're able to get away, holding him tight and driving up off the top, and you can see Easton Swain do that right there. As they come back around, it'll be 14 to go. Swain in the 2nd spot right now. All over the back bumper of Fulford, but can he do anything to get around? Caleb Thompson down pit road in the 04 machine. 14 cars left on the lead lap here. As your top 3, bumper to bumper, coming back to 13 to go. They're all kind of loose off the corner too. This is going to be an amazing race inside of 10 to go. Does anybody have anything left for Adam Fulford in the 71? Swain having to defend the 91, and here comes Connor to the inside. Dylan Connor to the inside in the 91 machine for 2nd. And there is the move. Can Easton Swain hang on top? And this is exactly what Adam Fulford wants to see. He wants these two side by side for as long as possible. But this time by 10 laps to go, Fulford slips off the bottom. The 91 of Connor going to look to the inside for the lead. Adam Fulford in the 71, Swain into his back bumper. They're drag racing down the back straightaway. Dylan Connor trying to take over the top spot. 9 laps to go this time. They're side by side for the top position. Adam Fulford has led every lap so far, trying to hang on to the race lead. And he's loose into turn 3. Dylan Connor off of turn number 4 is going to be clear with 8 laps to go. Dylan Connor in the 91 clear with 8 laps to go out front. Easton Swain and Adam Fulford are going to battle for the 2nd spot. And Fulford all kinds of sideways in the 71 machine. The tires have gone away on that car. You can tell here when it is crunch time. He does not have much left. And how about Christian Peterson? Up inside of the top 5 with 7 laps to go. Six to go here for Dylan Connor. Connor Knowlton, Christian Peterson still not battling, or still not done battling for this final spot in the top 5 as we come back to 5 laps to go. 5 to go for Dylan Connor, trying to hang on for win number 2 on the season. Connor said he needed to be as consistent as he can, maybe pick up a win here and there, and he's trying to do it here tonight. as it will be 3 laps to go this time. And oh, the caution flag! The caution flies! Steven Choate around in the 72 machine. And we are going to have one final restart here. A green-white checkered. The caution flag flies for the first time here tonight. A tough, tough break. We'll take a look at what happened here. And oh, the 72 to the bottom side of the racetrack. And up the racetrack he went. You can see the aggressive move down into turns 1 and 2. And I don't think Connor Knowlton was entirely pleased by that move there. Let's watch it one more time. The 72 down to the inside. Gets squeezed down there. And the 2 machine never really went up to the top of the racetrack. And we'll look at that one more time. Try to get a view from right here. And yeah, you can see what happened there, and we'll re-rack them and restack them with 2 laps to go. Alrighty, folks, back green here with 2 laps to go. Dylan Connor and Easton Swain through the restart zone they go. We're back underway. The final 2 laps here at Lanier. Dylan Connor is clear through turns 1 and 2. Does Easton Swain have anything left in the tank? Through turns 3 and 4, the 91 machine gets the white flag final time around here at Lanier. Everybody playing bumper tag through the first couple of corners. But through turns 3 and 4, it's going to be Dylan Connor picking up the victory. They play bumper tag for second back behind. And Dylan Connor picks up the victory here at Lanier. Easton Swain comes home second. Adam Fulford comes home in the 3rd spot. And what a race we saw here at Lanier. Connor in the 91 machine. Gonna turn that one back around. As Dylan Connor parks it in victory lane, we're going to grab a word from our top 3 finishers here. We'll grab a word from Adam Fulford first, who led so many laps in tonight's race. So close, Adam, but 3rd place here tonight at Lanier. How are you feeling after 75 laps in an action-packed race?
I feel pretty good. I thought I was sitting there saying the right rear tire. And was kind of just sitting there watching Easton in the mirror and everybody else. And when I went to go push, there wasn't really nothing left in the tank. So at that point, it was just trying to hold on for dear life and hope and pray it worked out. Obviously, I haven't seen the replay yet, but that was all I know is the 2-car of Connor Knowlton just, I guess, tried to bulldoze all of us. So not sure what happened there. I'll go back and look at that, but oh well. But 3rd place, not bad. I mean, the invert definitely helped for sure in the clean air. And like I said, thought I'd saved enough, and clearly I didn't save quite enough. Dylan Connor's been the class of the field all year, though, so he definitely earned this one tonight.
Yeah, he definitely did a good job saving tires. I thought you were doing a good job as well, kind of managing that gap, but you never know you're burning them up until you've burned them up. That's what they say, right? And you were a victim of that here tonight, unfortunately, Adam. I saw it coming when Easton started reeling you in a little bit. And then I knew once he got around, it was going to be tough to hang on because those tires just get so hot once you finally get past. And you were able to hang on to the 3rd spot, so a good podium run for you here tonight. All around, good run, led a lot of laps. Who do you have to thank for a good run at Lanier.
First, I got to thank you, Winston, for putting on the league and doing the broadcast, and also doing race control tonight. Kudos to you. It's been a lot of fun racing with you and everything like that. Got to thank Sunset Pest Control, Diamond Cleaners, LNA Tire and Auto, CarQuest and Supply, Quality Marine Welding, Rankin Race Engines, Race Room 3, Easton Racing McLean, Zach, Caleb, and then even Elvis. Good group of guys to run with, so couldn't do without all of them and having all the fun we're having right now.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a fun race here tonight. You guys could pass, you could maneuver, you could battle. It looked like a lot of fun at Lanier. I was a little bit jealous up here in the booth, but good run for you, Adam. Congratulations, and we wish you luck in the season finale at Nashville.
Appreciate it, Winston. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, that was your third place finisher, Adam Fulford. Now to talk to our second place finisher, Easton Swain. We'll get him up in the broadcast booth here. Easton Swain up into the broadcast booth, buddy. You got a copy?
I sure do. Long time no see, man.
It has been a while for you up here in the booth, but started on pole here tonight. Big invert. Got you on the pole. Started next to Adam. Adam kind of got you sleeping there on the start. Led a couple laps out in front, but man, you guys battled hard there at the end. You ended up in the second spot after that final restart. Tell me about your run.
Yeah, man, I don't know that he caught me sleeping. I got booted into turn one, but nonetheless didn't hurt us too bad. And then we just kind of went to saving tires. Maybe didn't save enough. When I finally got to Adam, I didn't have the heart to move my buddy there. And, you know, it's just one of them things. I was riding, and then here comes Dylan, and, you know, he didn't rough us up at all. He's a class act, a great driver, and just had better tires at the end of it, and by the time I got around Adam, he was long gone. But it was a ton of fun out there today.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. You guys battled hard there at the end, inside of 10 laps to go, so that was fun to watch. You guys put on a heck of a show for the fans. Who do you have to thank, Easton, for the second place run here at Lanier?
Well, I got to thank all the guys that I raced with today and all the Race Room 3 teammates there and participants, and just a good Lord for putting us here and letting us do this. And, of course, you for putting on the broadcast in this league. It's been a ton of fun, and I hate to see the season come to an end.
Yeah, we've only got one more race left here in the Street Stock Showdown Season 3. We've got Nashville next week, Easton. How are you feeling about going into Nashville with a little bit of momentum here, finishing second at Lanier?
It feels good. The previous two races I had crashed in qualifying and then, you know, got stuck in the back. I'm not great at Nashville, but it's one of them places where you qualify up front. You never know what happens, just like tonight.
Yeah, midway through my water. Track position is definitely huge here at Lanier, and it's going to be at Nashville. I ran there Thursday night, and that was a heck of a race. I had to really work my tail off to get to third from 15th and 50 laps. We got 75 laps next week, so you're going to have a little bit more to work with, but it's going to be fun to watch you guys. Hopefully you can have a good run there.
Thank you, Winston. It's good to be back.
Yes, sir. Congratulations once again, Easton. Alrighty, now to talk to the man of the hour here tonight, picking up win number 2 on the season. Dylan Connor up in the broadcast booth. Win number 2 on the season. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, that was an exciting one here tonight. I kind of forgot that I had the invert set up as 9. I made these sessions way back at the beginning of the season before I said, okay, no more inverts over 6. And obviously forgot to change tonight's race, and you ended up starting from the 9th spot after qualifying quick time. No problem for you, though. Saved the tires and came through the field. What a race. Tell me about it.
Yes, sir. This was a big one here tonight. Felt like I had a solid piece last week and just got caught up in a racing deal, really, as things were happening so fast there. But I knew I needed to have a good week here to bounce back, and yeah, I couldn't ask for a much better night, really, with bonus points and everything like that. Once I made it up to third and seeing how hard Easton and Adam were going for it and how much of a gap I had behind me, I just knew then that was probably my best chance to save some, to have anything at the end.
Yeah, it was definitely a saving game, especially with that long green flag run. I expected a caution at some point. I mean, everybody was battling hard behind you guys. There was side-by-side action most of the race, and we were green for all of, 65? I mean, we were almost to the white flag, and we got the caution flag. So a long green flag run meant a lot of saving, and you were able to master it the best, have the most tire there when it mattered the most, and pick up win number 2 on the season. And that's going to do a big number in points going into the final race. Who do you have to thank, Dylan, for your win here at Lanier?
I just got to thank you for the broadcast, especially. It's always a great show to go back and watch. And I thank my main sponsor, Chris and Alan Purrier with Caldwell Banker Elite, my family and friends and fiance for watching and all the support. My dad doing a phenomenal job spotting for me as always, and Connor Racing.
Alrighty, well, congratulations to you, Dylan. Before I let you go, one more race left this season. It's going to be a showdown between you and Brandon Elvis to see who can take the top spot in the points. Do you think you can go back-to-back to finish off the season?
I mean, that's the goal for sure. I mean, if you don't go into the last race of the championship focused on a win, then you don't have the right mindset. But also don't want to force things too bad either. I just think if I can just put together a solid night, grab some bonus points in there, and that's going to give me the best chance at the last race.
Alrighty, well, congratulations to you one more time, Dylan, on your victory here tonight. Win number 2 on the season. We wish you luck heading into the final race next week at Nashville. Hopefully we can see you either in victory lane or, well, I guess if you win next week, you're probably going to win the championship, but potentially winning the championship next week. But one more time, congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Alrighty, that was Dylan Connor, your winner here tonight. What an exciting race here at the Lanier National Speedway. We'll get the race results up on screen for you guys. That's qualifying. Dylan Connor picks up the victory. Easton Swain comes home second. Adam Fulford comes home third. Christian Peterson fourth. Connor Knowlton fifth. Zach Murphy sixth. Stephen Oberstadt seventh. Shane Hodges eighth. Connor Lee ninth. Brandon Elvis rounds out the top 10 in the 4-car. Jeremiah Woods in the 75 machine comes home 11th. Matt Borndren 12th in the 00. Stephen Choate in the 72 comes home 13th. Bugsy May 14th in the 17. Caleb Thompson 15th in the 04. Cortland Herman comes home 16th in the 70 machine. Carter Hollingsworth 17th. Brandon Atkinson 18th. And Justin Mulliken rounds out the field in the 15 machine. But that is going to do it for us here tonight at the Lanier National Speedway. We'll look at the schedule one more time. Nashville Fairgrounds next week. That's going to be the place to be right here on the WD Broadcasting Network at 9:15. We've got 75 laps there and a championship to decide. We'll see who walks away victorious. But one more time, I am your host, Winston Deal. Thank you guys for watching the WD Broadcasting Network. If you haven't already, hit the red subscribe button and follow on Facebook for more iRacing content. We will see you guys next time. WD signing it off. Y'all take it easy.